Okay, what is up, everybody? It's your boy Virus today. Bring you guys a Pistons Association. Yes, finally, a Pistons Association. So, you see, we're just gonna sim the first year. I kind of got bored. I just really got bored of the team, and I mean, I wasn't like trying to do good. I was really just tanking, and I knew probably it would just be easier simming this season. So, you're gonna see. I think DeAndre Jordan was hurt, so then he came back, and you see, my team is actually way different than the beginning. I traded for Steven Jackson, and I traded Steven Jackson for Danny Granger, and then I kept Greg Monroe. So, like, and I got Jeremy Evans. Just trying to develop him. I had to sign another point guard, Sharon Collins, because they never had a really good backup point guard. So I traded Ben Gordon. I traded Tayshaun Prince. I traded who else? Who else did I trade? I traded damn. Well, I kept pretty. This is. I'm just gonna say who I kept. I kept Brandon Knight. My starting shooting guard was Rodney Stuckey, who I'm going to trade at the end of the season. My starting small forward is now Danny Granger, which I traded Tayshaun Prince, got Steven Jackson, then traded Steven Jackson for Danny Granger because Steven Jackson's a bum on this game. And then my starting power forward is Jason Maxfield, who I traded at the end of the season because we're just trying to get young. And I guess it was a pretty good trade. So, and then my power forward, no, my center was Greg Monroe, who I'm gonna keep until he probably retires. So, I look at how we just got blown out by the Nets. I think that said 57 to 112, or I think I'm either seeing stuff or that said 50. So right here, wait, keep in mind for this, because I'm gonna come back to that trade. I think that either said 57 or 97. I don't know, but we got blown out. So if it's 57 or 97, we still got blown out. But keep out what that trade where it said Tyrus Thomas and their first round pick for Rodney Stuckey. Watch out for that trade because it's gonna come back at the end of the season and it's gonna help us a lot. So you see at the bottom right, we're the last in the division, so that's a great thing for us. We go on a losing streak, we win a couple games, and then we end up beating the Bulls at the end of the season, and then we beat Orlando, I think. So you see, we get a couple, reward points. You see LeBron MVP, Kimba Rookie of the Year, Roman Sessions Sixth Man, Dwight Defensive, Shannon Brown Most Improved Player, and then Eric Spoelstra Coach of the Year. And this is 0-0. I think this is just a glitch. I don't know. I really don't know. But I mean, those are pretty much all obvious. They trade Shannon Brown to the Raptors for like DeMar DeRozan, a first round pick. So it was a pretty alright trade. So you're gonna see Brandon Knight gonna make the all rookie first team. Had a pretty good year actually. 14 points, and then all rookie second team. Kenneth Faried made it. As Kenneth Faried is kind of, I don't know. I really do not know about Kenneth Faried, but hopefully we can improve him, this off season. So we're just gonna go look at the stats for the season stats, and you're gonna see Danny Granger 24 points per game, 5 rebounds, assists, a block, and a steal. So I mean Rodney Stuckey. So I mean we had a pretty good, all around, but Greg Monroe really did not do anything. It's just 8 points, 8 rebounds. Jason Maxfield at the beginning of the season averaged like 15 rebounds, but then when you sim, they don't get as much rebounds. So I end up simming playoffs, of course, and it's actually I don't know if it will be real to you guys, but you see the Nets made the playoffs. I don't know about that, but the Thunder are gonna win a championship. You see Boston actually eliminated Miami 4-2 in the semifinals. I don't know if that's really gonna happen, but Russell Westbrook was surprisingly the MVP final. So you see all these people retiring: Derek Fisher, Jason Kidd, Ray Allen, and I forgot one other person I was gonna say, but I forgot. All right, so you see Greg Monroe turns into a beast, up by 5 points. So now he's a 70. Yeah, I think he's a 70. So that's exactly what I wanted. And you see Jason Maxfield goes down, Roger Bell gonna go down. And we trade everybody that goes down. Let's just say that, or we just don't sign them. And you see my 7'4" center Drew Cook. He's injured, but he actually went up, but he's not gonna come back to the team. Rodney Stuckey, went up. Danny Granger stayed the same. So, Danny Granger is going to his old years, but we're going to keep him this season because we're going to need that one score. So, we're going to go into the lottery. You see, we have a chance of getting the ninth pick, a 1.7 chance to get in the first pick. So, let's see, this 1.7 goes into our hands. And it doesn't. But the Kings get the first pick. And watch out who the Kings draft because they draft somebody I did not expect. So, we do get the ninth pick as I guess what we needed. I mean, it's not that bad of a pick. So you see Whiteout visits, fuck that. We don't want to see that. And then we're gonna need to sign our trainer, re-sign him. And you see Lawrence Frank. If you didn't see that, go back to it. He has a C defense. I mean, he did go up because of his potential. The coaches have potential to become better too, but he has a C defense. So remember that. So you see, we're gonna accept everybody. Well, Jason Maxwell accepted it. So these are the people who declined. Chris Paul declines. He ended up going to New Orleans, and Andrew Bynum declined. I don't know what team he goes to. I think he goes back to the Lakers though. But you see, not gonna sign both of these people. I'm not gonna offer them. So you see my free agents. They all really want to test free agency. So it's like okay, whatever. So now we're gonna go into the pre-draft workout site. No, we're not going to go into the draft, and they gonna offer me. I'm like, hell no, gonna keep Monroe. So now the draft is gonna start, and the Kings are gonna pick Marquise Teague. Yay! No, not really. Well, I mean, after I look at this, I kind of, figured out why they did it because they actually needed a point guard, and Marquise Teague for some reason on my draft class was a 79 overall. So it was kind of weird, but you see some people that you probably don't think are going in the top 10, going top 10. If you know, I didn't make this association a while ago, so I kind of had to mess around with the guys in here, and then like I probably did a bad job on some of them. Some of them I didn't even check Marquise T, but some of them kind of messed up. But you're gonna see we're gonna finally end up drafting Austin Rivers because we need a point guard slash shooting guard. I wanted to go Kendall Marshall, but I knew Austin Rivers was pretty good. But I mean, I'm looking. I'm like, we need a point guard because I'm going to trade Rodney Stuckey, of course, because Rodney Stuckey is not going to be, my starting shooting guard. And sorry for my dog as she's barking. And all right, she stopped. Or not. So right here, we're gonna do the trade finder, and we're gonna end up getting. I think. Well, I'm gonna try to get that one pick. Yeah, for Charlotte, I'm gonna end up trading Rodney Stuckey. Sorry for that. I just kind of like just went into a daydream because fucking my dog was barking. So, it took us a while to get what we wanted. So we're just gonna, really fast forward and end up. They finally declined the trade, so I go after somebody else, Portland's pick. But I'm gonna finally go back to Charlotte's pick after I think right here. Well, yeah, I go to Portland and not gonna get what I want, so I'm gonna go back to Charlotte, and then you're gonna see. I'm pretty sure you see that I get. Yeah, no, not right here. Wow, I guess I didn't show it. Well, let's just say I got the number 14 pick for Rodney Stuckey and a first. I gave him, and I got their first rounder for Rodney Stuckey and Gerald Henderson. I got Gerald Henderson and their first rounder for Rodney Stuckey. So my second pick, I'm gonna end up drafting Thomas Robinson, power forward out of Kansas. Not Kansas. Is it Kansas? Yeah, Kansas. I was right. But because I need a power forward because I'm gonna end up trading Jason Maxwell because he's old. So right here, we're just gonna do trade finder, and you're gonna see. You probably don't know why I did some of these trades, but you'll understand in the long run. But see right here, pretty much trading my first rounder for their first rounder, and then getting a second rounder out of it. And I thought this was actually a pretty good trade because I'm trying to get rid of Roger Bill because he's old, and I get their first rounder, which I know I'm gonna do good this year because I have a really good team. I actually ended up with a really good team, and then right here I end up trading Jason Maxiell, who only has 1 star, for you're gonna see to the Cavaliers for like Daniel Gibson. And if you wonder why I did this, well, Daniel Gibson's only 26 years old, and I wanted to make sure I had another point guard instead of Brandon Knight, Austin Rivers, because I didn't know who else gonna get in, free agency. So I might had to make you know, Gibson my backup point guard. So I mean, I like Gibson. He's a good 3-point shooter, and he's gonna be our 3-point threat if he plays. Which you're gonna see who I get, and then right here we're just gonna skip it, and because it's pretty much the end of the draft, who cares? And you see right here, I'm looking at Landry Fields, looking at Vince, looking at Landry, and then I'm gonna eventually end up offering Landry Fields a contract because good shooting guard. We need another shooting guard because we only have Gerald Henderson and Austin Rivers, which is Austin Rivers going to end up being the backup point guard behind Brandon Knight for this year. I don't know if I'm going to start Austin Rivers. I don't even know if I'm going to keep him. But I did offer Eric Gordon a contract, but I didn't have enough money, so I didn't offer him. So we're going to end up getting Landry Fields or offering him a contract, and he's going to, accept it because, he's a beast and he wants to, play here in Detroit. So you're gonna see we end up right here getting him. He signs, and then you see we're gonna need one more player, and I need a backup small forward because I only had Danny Granger, and I pretty much get well. I have Austin Day too, but I don't really like Austin Day. I'm just waiting for him to really progress. So I'm gonna end up finding a guy that I really like in Derek Brown because you know, for me, I don't mind him playing. Three positions. He can play power forward, small forward, and two guard. So I offer him a contract, and he's gonna end up accepting it because I'm pretty sure he didn't get offered anywhere else. I did see Batum there, but I didn't really want to offer anybody a big contract. And Derrick Brown, that perfect person. And then we're gonna go to big man offense for the training camp, and obviously we're gonna do Greg Monroe because we're trying to develop him. So he gets, good. I mean, this really helps him out. You probably think, oh, that was probably kind of stupid. He didn't really gain anything, but it really helped him out because the postman is a lot what I do. Because at first, all he could do is just back down people and power over people and then make the shot. But you go see I do another big man offense for Kenneth Faried, which was stupid, yeah. But Greg Monroe, it really helped him develop, two parts of his game with the post drive and the post spin. So with Kenneth Faried, he's a backup power forward next to Thomas Robinson. Thomas Robinson's a beast. So, as it's pretty much coming to an end, though, um, you're gonna see what I do right here. I was thinking about starting, what's his name, Landry Fields, but I thought Gerald Henderson will be more, a better starter because Landry Fields, he's gonna lead the bench, and because I have a pretty kind of a weak bench, because the Austin Rivers, I mean, a rookie, Derek Brown, not really more like of a scorer. Kenneth Faried, he's gonna get the rebounds, and DeAndre more of a defensive player. But for some reason, I think they wanted me to start DeAndre at first, but I think I changed it. But this commentary is coming to a wrap, people. And leave a like, follow me on Twitter. Leave a comment what you want to see, and you'll see either my first preseason game or my regular season game because I play both. So peace.